All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, and this lesson is going to be answering a question, or yeah, pretty much along the lines of answering a question. An individual had left on a comment board, and I believe this is under the comment under the stream that I did on women wearing beards. Okay, and pretty much, the individual was asking, concerning the marring of your beard. Can you like shave off, some of the hair from under, like around your neck area and under your chin and stuff like that, and so on and so forth, because sometimes it could get itchy, or bumps and all those different things. Well, according to the scriptures, the only thing that you are what the only permissible action concerning that, with your beard, is really just trimming it down. Like, if you want to call it pulling it or whatever the case may be. But even that, you want to be careful, right? So if for brothers who have like big beards, you can trim it down. You can trim it down and so on and so forth. That's fine. But when you shave off a certain part of your beard, you're marring your beard. Okay, when you look up the word mar, it's the definition is somewhat vague, but it gives you some synonyms, which all go along the lines of disfiguring, ruining, altering. Okay, and so under, like I got hair over here, for example, like that's around my neck area and under my chin and so on and so forth. I don't have a big beard. I want a big beard, but I don't have a big beard. Nevertheless, if you start to shave off, which I'm going to get the scriptures on it, you cannot shave the hair from under your neck. You can't shave the hair. No. All right. What you can do is you can trim it down. You can, quote unquote, pull it, but you cannot shave it, because when you do that, you mar it. Now, when you get bumps, okay, when you get bumps, you notice where you're not going to get those bumps over here, or over here. You might get them around your hairline, around the back, around, really around your neck area. And the reason you get those bumps is because there's hair growing out of it. Your hair has hair follicles, all right? And out of those follicles grow the little strands of hair that come out. So when you shave, all right, when you shave your a part of your beard, the process in which it starts to grow back, some people get it more than others. Some people might not get it at all. But the process in which you see the bumps come in is because those are where the hair grows out of. Okay. And the reason it itches, I mean, sometimes you may have a regular beard, and it may itch and so on and so forth. And that may just be because it's like dry, and you may need to take better care of it. You may need to keep it moisturized, or, something of that sort. They have a lot of different oils and stuff you can use to help with that, but you cannot shave. Because see, this world, when you go, like, even you see Jake in the world, or you go to a barbershop and so on and so forth, they'll have like pictures, or you'll see them, and what you'll see is like their beard is like just this. It's just this right here. And when you look under their chin, it's just shaved. It's shaved all the way up until this area. This whole part is shaved off. And that's going off. You're not supposed to do that. Okay? That is definitely marring the hell out of your beard. Because wherever hair grows, like I said, hair is not going to grow on your nose. The hair from your beard is not going to spread all the way to your nose and cover your whole face. Because the Lord has set it up to where it knows where to grow. So when you start to cut into that, you are marring it, meaning you are disfiguring it, or however you want to put it. Like the brother put, yeah, you can also have it from ingrown hairs, you know, but that's how the Lord has designed it. So really the safest and the best way you can go is just trimming it down, but you don't even want to bring it too low. And when you look at like people who get like crisp ass, when they get the shape ups, the razor, and then they trim it and everything, and then they line it up, what you'll notice is you'll see like the dark spots. You'll see like the little tiny hairs. And then what happens when you line up your beard, or you get the crisp ass lineups? You have to consistently keep going to the barbershop so they can keep on lining it up for you, right? Now, why do you think that is? Because your hair, right, where it's supposed to grow, it's gonna keep on growing there. It's not gonna stop. It's gonna keep coming back. And that's why Jake gotta constantly go to those barbershops or wherever and keep on lining it up. Every time, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, you gotta go get a fresh lineup. Because the hair keeps growing back and it's telling you, hey, stop cutting me because I'm supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't supposed to be here, guess what? You cut the first time, I won't come back. You know? But every time you line it up, it comes back. Then you line it up, then it comes back. What you're doing when you're lining it up is you're marring it. You're ruining it. All right? You're messing up the natural growth pattern of your hair. That's why it keeps on growing back. Okay? And you're not supposed to do that. Now, I'm going to do some more research and go into more detail on it, Lord willing. But concerning these other heathens and stuff like that, some of them, they might have orange beards, or some of them will shave their beards certain ways, because all of that, when they do it and they do some of these things, it's in terms of, rituals. Okay? And when you read the laws that the Lord gave us, ultimately they were to separate us from these nations. So yeah, these nations were doing some of these things, and the Lord would, purposely tell us, look, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. Now, you may see some of the other nations do this, that, and the third, but you're not supposed to do it. Okay? So now let's start with the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5. It says here, they shall not make baldness upon their head, right? So let's deal with that. Number one, you're not supposed to bald your head, okay? Now, you may have certain, brothers who your hair just, doesn't grow there. That's different, and it may look a certain way, but the Most High is really between you and the Most High. He knows what you've done and what you haven't done, right? And what intentions you have doing it. Now, when you bald your head, you go to the shop and you get that fine ass. And balding your head doesn't have to be just a whole, a whole bald thing here, because sometimes you'll see that, and I remember Apostle Tahar did a video getting on people about that, about, you get the bald cut and then the big beard, but hey, man, even when you get, because, Jake, you get like, you may go to the barbershop and you may get a tape up or a fade or something like that. Really, the best way to go is just, if you get it, don't get a skin fade, don't get a skin tape up, to where they cut that joint so low that it's literally like your skin, you know what I'm saying? You can feel your whole skin there, they could trim it down a bit, where you still have the hair there, but don't go getting them fade, them bald ass tapers and stuff like that, because it looks out. It's, number one, it's going off, but number two, it looks completely out of place. Because you know what you're gonna see? You're gonna see some hair, then you're just gonna see skin, then you're just gonna see beard. Sometimes they may fade it low or whatever, but you don't want to get that skin fade. All right. Yeah, hey, the brother say, I just keep it low, because like I said, man, some brothers may have certain parts that the hair doesn't grow, hair doesn't really grow there. So you just may keep the hair, low to even it out, because then it looks crazy, right? You got hair here, you got hair here, and then you just bald here, or here. So, it's really up to you, but the Lord is just giving us certain boundaries, like some of these things, we can't really tell you, exactly what you got to do. Like, I can't tell you go to the barbershop and get this specific kind of cut. No, but what we can tell you is, all right, these are your boundaries that you can't cross according to the scriptures. This is your leeway that you have, but, aside from that, you use your discernment, and how to move. Okay. Ah, there you go. See, this is Shalom, Yahweh's warrior. I'm now Allah. Leviticus 13:40. It says, and the man whose hair is fallen off his head, he is bald, yet he is clean. I mean, how you gonna tell me that the laws of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua are not perfect? You know, because the Lord has accounted for everything. He said, don't make baldness upon your head. But he also has in there, look, in the case of this, you know, this is how you go about it. Because you may have somebody that, you know, they go around and you see, you know, Jake, you know, oh, he's bald. Oh, you be bald in your head. And you don't even know if his hair just doesn't grow there or it just falls off. So the Lord said, look, here's what happens in this specific scenario. You know, so I mean, shit. But let's keep reading that. So it says, verse 41, it says, and he that hath his hair fallen off from the part of his head toward his face, he is forehead bald, yet he is clean. See? Verses 40 to 41. Khan. And Na'ar Gabar, hey, I'm just a brother, you know, I'm not an elder, you know, but hey, Lord's will, you know, I'll go into it. It's really not anything, you know, complicated, you know, but I'll put some scriptures together. Nevertheless, you know, going back to the Leviticus 21 and 5, it says here, they shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard. Okay, you're not supposed to shave. Now, why do you think it mentioned the corner of your beard? Because when you go to when you see Jake today, right? Nobody's gonna go and say, yo, shave this part right here, just this part, get the shaver thing, and this part right in the middle right here, shave that part off for me. That's not what people are gonna do. Where are the places that they're gonna try to mar? It'll be here or it'll be there. You know? These are the corners, right? Like, for example, when you look at a corner, is where two you could say two lines or whatnot meet. Right? So you like a cornerstone. A cornerstone is when you have like a building, you have a wall this way and you have a wall that way. This to this, where you connect that corner, where it cuts, it ends from this wall and starts here, that's a corner, right? So when you look at your beard, your jawline comes down here, then it comes over here, right? So that's a corner. And that's usually where you'll see Jake, you know, they'll trim it, you know, or they'll shave it off or they'll mar it. You know, if you look here, coming down here, that's also a corner, okay? But it says you're not supposed to shave off, okay? So the hair is here. If I had a big-ass beard like this much, I could trim it, right? But the hair is still going to be, in terms of where it grows, it's still going to be where it's naturally supposed to be, okay? But you're not supposed to shave your hair. Like this right here, you're not supposed to shave it, okay? You're not supposed to shave that. As it says, I'm going to read it again, Leviticus 21 and 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in the flesh. Okay, and then an example also goes into like tattoos, for an example, you know. Now, you got to understand that when you in the truth, yeah, there's certain things, you know, as Paul mentioned, all things are lawful for me, but not all things are expedient. You have to also understand that there are the physical, straight up carnal laws, and then there's just conduct in how you move in the spirit, you know, where it goes into appearance, you know, and it goes into just manners and just conduct, how you carry yourself. So you may not be able to go specifically to a certain scripture that says you have to do this in this specific situation, or you should ask this, or you should just do this. There may not be anywhere in the law where you can say, oh, this brother, he doesn't act this way, so he's going off. But in terms of the spirit, it's just out of order. You know, so there are those parts in there, and, you know, Jake got to know how to move, you know, how to move in the spirit, you know, not just because the guideline, you know what I'm saying, like there's a big ass road, right? And because there's two lanes, I'm just keep switching through. As long as I don't go over that outer lane, I'm good. You know, you got to learn how to, you know, just move with balance, but just move in order, you know, because sometimes, look, you may not be doing anything breaking a law in the scriptures per se, but just the way that you're moving is just disorderly. And it doesn't correctly represent Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, and the Lord might, because see, we're not, right now, we're not, you know, being delivered based on how well we keep the law, you know, but really based on whether we're of the elect or not. But the elect are going to do the things that are pleasing to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now, you may be trying to, quote unquote, you may be keeping the laws perfectly, but you may still not be pleasing to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Because the way you move in the spirit is disorderly to the Lord. Because you're constantly justifying, oh, well, I'm not breaking any law in here specifically, so I'm going to still do this even though I know it's not really, you know, but I'm still going to do it anyway. All right? Now, the other one that I had here was the book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. And it says, ye shall not round the corners of your head, right? Or of your heads. So there you go into, now you have the corners of the beard and you got the corners of the heads, right? Now, when you look at the hairline, right? You go, and then boom. And then it comes here. That's how your natural hairline is. Your hair is going to go boom, and then it's going to come here, and then it's going to go here and down. And it's going to go all the way around. Okay? So from the back of your head here, cut in here, there's a corner. Right here, there's a corner. Right here, there's a corner. Right? All of these. And the modern day example of this is when you go and they take the blade or they take the little razor thing and then, you know what I mean? They get it nice and crisp. They wipe it off. They go to the back of your head. They grab your head. They look at it. Okay, cool. They get the mirror, you know, then they you know, they do some more. You sitting there, you got your eyes closed. They got the hot towel on your face and that shit feels nice. And they just doing that shit for you, right? Okay. It's going to feel nice then. You see, when the Lord looks at you like, this nigga right here, man, you know, it ain't going to be nice after that. Right? But it says here, verse 27, ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. Okay? So not to make the video long, but just in just to be safe, man, don't line your beard up and don't line your hair up. You know, you look, man, you don't need all that extra stuff, man. It's you look the way you look, man. You know, that's how an Israelite is supposed to look. Doesn't mean go around looking all rough and great. Hey, look, when you keep your hair short, you don't really need a lineup because your hair doesn't, it just, you can see your natural hairline, you know? If you looking all scruffy and rough and you want to, you know, clean yourself up, you trim, you know, you trim your hairs down a bit and whatnot, you're fine. You know, you're fine. You can groom yourself. You know, it doesn't mean just go around looking like a caveman. No, you can groom yourself, but you got to know where the balance is. Don't go out there trying to look all, as the world calls, fresh, you know, in the worldly sense. You know, oh, damn, that hairline is so sharp. That shit could, you know, cut you by looking at it. You know, all that extra stuff, that's not necessary. Because all that is really just a glorying of the flesh. Because, you know, look, if you dudes really go and get these fine-ass, crisp-ass cuts just so they can look good, so that they can holler at chicks or people could, damn, my son's looking fresh and looking casket sharp and looking all of that. But at the end of the day, man, look, I'll give you a quick testimony. Then I was in high school. You know, when I first came into the truth, I was in high school. I was 11th grade going into, junior year going into senior year. You know, now I came, you know, to senior year and I was looking different. You know, I know, and I used to get them lineups. You know, I used to get shit, man, boy, you know, but the Lord had mercy. So, you know, I came, now people are used to seeing you like that. You know, so you come back to school, they're like, oh, what the fuck, what happened to you? You know, your hair's, you know, grown out. You ain't got no, you know, you're not going, you know, you're not lining up the mustache. You're not lining up the beard. You're not lining up, you know, mind you, I ain't have no beard. It was just like little sideburn hairs, man. Boy. So, you know, high school, you know how high schoolers are, immature. You know, they're like, what happened? Yo, what's going on? Yo, so you're not going to get a line. Yo, nah, so you're not going to get a cut. All this extra stuff. And, you know, of course I didn't. You know, I just stuck to it and just kept going. And I remember I had a friend who he would, you know, I would be telling him about the scriptures like, yo, bro, you know, you don't got to get a lineup, bro. You know, it's not, you don't need that, bro. I asked him, I said, bro, so right now, what's really the end goal of you going there and them lining your shit up? Nah, bro, just so I could look nice. I'm like, look nice for what? So you can attract girls? And I said, honestly, whether you get girls, whether you look attractive, whether you get the girl that you want or not, that's really all, even that is still determined in the spirit. you know? So I said, you don't, you know, you don't really need to do all of that, bro. You can just still, you can still, you know, live life without having that extraness in there. And what ended up happening was that in the beginning, when people, you know, first saw me like that, it was different. But over time, they got used to it. And I told him, I was like, bro, you know, I told him, sure, I was like, bro, look, I still get girls, you know, I still get females that want me. And look at me, I don't got no hairline. No, whoa, time out. I don't got a lineup, you know, because you have a natural hairline, right? But I don't have a lineup, but I still get girls. I still get more girls than you. And you get lineups, what, every 2 weeks? So I said, bro, it's not about, you know, lineups. It's not about all that extra stuff. You don't need to do all of that, especially if the Lord said don't do it. You know, look, man, the Lord can have it to where you just instantly look attractive to whatever chick you digging. She's just instantly attracted to you, and it has nothing to do with looks. Hey, man, I tell you something. When all hell breaks loose, you know, and them women come, then you think they gonna come there? Nah, hold on, I gotta see his face first. Yo, pull your mask down. Yeah, I gotta see if you don't look good, nah, I'm not going with him. Man, see, when that time happens, when that time comes, it's this new age that they've turned things into looks. Everything is about looks. You know, does he look good? Is he a pretty boy? Does he look like this? You know, I want a man that looks this way. But when the Lord brings things right back into their order, it ain't gonna be about looks, you know, as well, I like the way he looks, so I'm gonna be with him. No, it's gonna go to necessity. You know, that the little, you know, things here and there is gonna be out the window. You know, hey, there was a video, I believe it was the elder Manat Zakba that had I think he either did a video on it or he uploaded it, you know. Yeah, exactly. You know, now he uploaded it and there was a woman in there and she was basically crying, saying how she wanted a man. And she said, look, man, he don't need, it doesn't matter. Look, he just has to be a man and he has to be alive. And that's it. That's all. That's the only requirement. You know, you sitting there, you like, he just got to be a man. He got to be alive. So if you look like Rick Ross, you won't care. You know, like, it doesn't matter. You know, if you look like Birdman, you still wouldn't care. Because in that time, they're not gonna, that's the last thing they're gonna be looking at. You know, that's the last thing they're gonna be looking at. Okay, whether you're on the heavy side or you skinny or you this, and that ain't even gonna matter because ultimately when the Howard Shot comes back, we're gonna get new bodies. And what do you think we're gonna look like then? You know, we're gonna be perfect. So when the Lord changes us, that's when we're gonna style and profile and we're gonna look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna look good, that's when we're gonna look good. When we're changed, you know, into the glorified bodies. Where you don't need to do anything to preserve yourself. The body that you're gonna be in is gonna be the top notch. We're gonna look like the epitome of what a man, what a godly man, or what a God king should look like. That's what we're gonna look like. You know, there's gonna be nothing better than that. See, so I mean, the Lord has already said, look, if you make it to the end, you getting up there. That's that you're gonna hit the highest. What more can you ask for? You know, and just for, like, I made an analogy a couple videos ago. I said, look, right now we in McDonald's. You know, you don't waste your money over here on these whack ass fries and these chicken nuggies and all that shit. No, man, save up that money. When we get to that 5-star restaurant, you can eat real food. You know, you can splurge on real wine and, you know, drink real water and all of that. But right now, you know, don't even worry about that. You know, if your beard itches, you know, I think a brother put in there castor oil, Jamaican castor oil or so, or other oils. You know, they have certain essential oils that can, you know, you can do a mix and it smells good. You know, you just put it in there, it moisturizes your beard. You're good. You just, you know, you keep it pushing. You know, you let it grow as it should. You know, and then definitely don't worry about, you know, that, you know, you're trying to look good and this. Look, man, that's not, the Lord ain't gonna deliver you based on whether you look good or not. You know what I'm saying? Damn, this brother, shit, he be pulling them chicks, huh? Hey, beam him up, beam him up. Let me see what he did. Nah, the Lord ain't, that's not what it's about, man. The scriptures say the Lord is looking at the inward. You know, he's looking at what's within. Okay, that's what matters, man. And the Lord is gonna give us power. Look up, there's something called hypergamy. You know, look that up. Okay, if you want women, women are drawn to power, and we gonna be power. Matter of fact, real quick before I close it out, let's go to the book of Zechariah. Da, 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 da. Boom. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter, I believe it might be the 12th chapter and the 8th verse. It says here, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord before them. So we're going to be a power, we are going to be powers, man. And also right now, the world, everything is turned upside down. So even fashion and what they call beauty and all of these things, man, that is different. It's flipped. In the kingdom, man, the things that they promote here is not gonna be like that. What true beauty looks like, that's what we're gonna be. Not the standards that this devil has set, what this world or this society has set. That's nothing, man. All right. Exactly. Yeah, like Prince Issachar 144,000. Yeah, because see, now you have certain brothers that can't, they can't grow beards. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Cause I look, man, I know we all want that. We all want that beard. We all want that big ideal, nice, full grown, no patches, everything just that nice beard, that shines and all. We all want that. But at the end of the day, guess what? Some have it, some don't. We just got to make do with what we got. And remember that this isn't permanent. Right now, the ultimate goal is deliverance. So that's what our focus should be on. The rest is going to come after. All that is going to get added on, and we're going to get it in its perfection. So don't need to worry about that now. But to answer the end of the brother's question, look, if it's itching, get the oils and put it in there. But you can't shave the corners of your beard. You can't shave it from your neck. You can't shave under that. You can't shave it here. Just let it grow. If it gets too much and you want to like trim it down a bit, all right, that's different. You can do that. But as we read in Leviticus 21:5 and Leviticus 19:27, you're not supposed to be getting lineups, and you're not supposed to be shaving off the corners and the parts of your beard and stuff like that. But hey, at the end of the day, those are the boundaries that the scriptures give us, and we just got to move within that the best we can according to the Spirit. But hey, Lord willing, that answered your question, and Lord willing, that was edifying, to brothers and sisters, and those that tuned in. Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatham to you all. Pray for fewer days. Lord willing, I'll come back with another video. And in closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Till next time, Shalom.